Welcome back, everybody. This is a little different. So let me back up. Previously, the last you saw of me, I was building a Christmas cabin, and I had uploaded one video on a server called CaperCraft, and now we have 2 seasons have gone by, and I haven't really uploaded anything, but I'm back, and I'm creating videos again, slowly, not weekly like I was before. I think I got a little burnt out from that. But yeah, this is CaperCraft. I played a little bit last night, and I got all this set up. I got to my area, got everything set up, and I got some materials that I would like to use to build, and then I just died. So I'm just gonna put together a little montage of the highlights. Basically, Aurora was obsessed with men, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Trying not to die.
Heal Anki! Heal Anki!
If you don't name your donkey Anki, I'm gonna be so sad now.
Is this the donkey Anki? Dude, you have to.
What? Please name your donkey Anki. You have to. That's amazing. That's
about eating Taco Bell.
She sounds like she's talking.
No, you should keep talking about it.
No, you
Don't
should
let
stab him.
Oh.
Stab him hard. I'm normal, completely normal. Now where's my sedative?
Me too.
Just need a wild moose tranquilizer.
Oh my god. Children.
I've always hated children. I mean, what?
Treatness of my voice.
Yeah, I play with you every day. I mean, I play Minecraft with you all day.
There a spot on the map is. Oh wait,
I need children now.
That's...
Me too, man.
Apparently, Ant plays with you every day, so.
Huh?
Shutter, not shudder.
Alright, why are you French now?
But see, here's the thing.
Close the door to the guys. So I boxed them in.
Oh, Louis.
Oh, come there, fool. Send there too, there, fool.
Who's got the white flags? Oh god, Aurora, one of your men is around me.
It's not Smooth Stone Slap.
Who sent him?
I hear him. He's loud as shit. No wonder you guys broke up.
I don't think that's my man. That is not one of my men.
These rabbits are really weird. Look at it.
I like them.
You do?
I like their fluffy butts.
It's very chonky. It likes your carrot.
They are thick. Nobody said they were thick. Just a fake boy. Come here, you. I'm gonna name you Theodore.
Oh my god, there's glow squids.
Kill them. I mean, eat them. I mean.
She doesn't know what she needs. That's okay.
Oh god.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just
How
saying.
dare you?
Dude, you could have so much fun with the wheelchair. Have you been half-assing your wheelchair experience?
I think I did.
It sounds like the start of an infomercial.
Have you been half-assing your wheelchair experience? I have good news for you.
And then you have to do the.
I used to ram into people with my
Call
electric
now
car,
and
but
you
it's
can
people
get
I knew.
a new wheelchair for $19.95.
1999.
Do you know what my son? Okay, so my dad had,
Don't look at
and
my
then give him a
man.
big old hug.
They're for my eyes only.
My
giving
eyes
nothing
only,
to the most.
not
Thank
safe
you.
for work.
Okay,
That's
now.
it.
Bye, guys.
That's the thing. Don't Google it.
Oh my god!
He's gonna die again.
Get ready.
There's a zombie wearing my iron armor using my diamond pickaxe as a weapon. It's a baby zombie.
Oh, it's a baby. Oh no.
Get the f away from me.
Dude, give up
No,
right now.
I'm good. That was, and he's got the stupid baby head that the villager had.
Oh, I know the stupid heads are so stupid. I hate them. And flow down, flow in the water, and get in the hole. Oh, babies.
Yeah, that's typically what happens when you want a child. No,
Tell
I
Worried
think
about what's about to come
I
out of his mouth.
I almost had a thought and then it left.
You have to get more.
No, I've got him more men. It's fine. There's so many men for him now.
Tomato.
It's not a crack house, it's a crack home.
That's so wholesome. You can find that at Hobby Lobby.
I think everyone's lost their freaking minds!
I think it's Mama.
Oh,
No!
I see.
What did she call you? No, Mama called you something worse than that.
No, my
Who didn't call him a
pants.
freak? There's 3 sheep.
That
There will be
that's
no
gonna
coming
be
th-
real.
Look,
here.
okay, Mono. I've yelled at everybody. You're not special.
I do
Oh
know.
my god, there's so many men.
Nothing
Oh
got
my
to say
God.
about that.
The men I've been breeding for you are getting a little intense, Mono.
What? Sorry, you're doing what?
She's got
You heard her.
For you.
I thought all men were the same. I gotta be honest.
No, some are
Um,
pretty tall.
Yeah, that's
Not all men are the same. Not all men are the same.
Some
not all men are tall.
Not all men are tall. Not all men are short.
That's good. Yeah,
Trying to find my base.
you have a
Find my
base.
face.
Guarding that area.
What defines a man in your eyes?
everything.
What defines a man in
That's-
your eyes?
That's
Well-
a complicated. That's a complicated
The,
question.
the reason I ask is because I don't think you're talking about the same thing every time you bring up quote unquote a man.
Nope.
Meant many different things to me.
Clearly. She goes, a man! And then she goes, a man! Like, it's... Bringing it as
Better
a
men
big...
than others. Not all men are the same.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm aware.
We've already had this conversation. Some are tall.
Yeah! Oh, that's what you're talking... Oh, that's what...
Uh-oh.
God,
Alright.
I hate that. Double man at once. All too much.
Aurora can't handle
Kill
two
me
man.
immediately.
Aurora cannot handle two man.
No, I've actually got like maybe 1.5. This was the first death. The first man. He has experience with men. Oh my god, baby man. Baby man. They go really fast actually.
A fast man. Nobody likes a fast man.
I was gonna say no one say anything to that.
I wish I was closer. I would help you. Do you have about 20 minutes for me to get there?
No, I got my stuff back. It's
That's kind of f***ed up.
I will come. I will come help.
Do not come. Don't come.
I lost my shovel.
What the f*** does
See,
that
I
have to
didn't-
do with anything?
It's from when I died.
You are always dying.
I can't.
The fuck does that have to...
I've died nothing.
Okay, no.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
She goes, I lost my shovel. The f***?
They're pretty brutal. I see your boat. Hello. Ahoy!
It's another man with a man on top.
Ahoy,
I
matey.
didn't bring my
Another man
bell.
with a man on top. Another man
Oh
with a
wait,
man on top.
I did.
Another
I
man
brought
with a man
something
on top.
even more impressive than a bell.
Alright, so I made the area like flat and smooth, like similar to my brain. Just so I can get a little starter farm going, and I'm going to expand this over so I have a good stable source of food before I can set up like a good food farm. But I'm going to continue flattening this out. getting more of the wood and things, and I'll just continue checking in periodically. So for this next clip, I met up with one of the other members by chance. It was the first time meeting Silas, or he likes going by Sam, and we ended up having like a really good conversation. But unfortunately, it was like 2 to 3 hours of just like caving, and it wasn't quote unquote video material. But we got a good amount of resources. But then he ended up getting some revenge on the brain, so this is kind of the transition to that. Oh, that's pretty funny. And what was this over? Oh, Lord. I'm gonna... Harold gets revenge. Okay. Well, I did make a good amount of progress, and I said I'd check in with you when we were ready to move on to the next part. And that's kind of to move towards the starter base. So, my plan was to kind of make like a little beach shack, and I've got kind of an idea of what I want to do here. And because it's like just like a shack, I kind of wanted to make it like out of like the jungle wood and all the other things. So I collected all that there, and now I'm just gonna freehand it. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure how that's gonna go, especially because my jungle wood palette is very lackluster, to be precise. So what I mean by that is, like, I don't normally build in Junglewood, like, at all. So it might not look the best. Ta-da! Alright, so I've done the platform and I've mapped out the center. I want to put some supports under here that kind of look similar to the jungle whatever fence. So I think that would look nice. I don't know. Who knows? But before I do that, I kind of want to lay out the main structure. So I'm going to have just a single door on this one, which is kind of dumb. Not dumb, but it's kind of counterintuitive, because normally you want two so you can get in and out easier. But this is just the starter base. So essentially that's going to be the main structure of my starter base. And then I will have a 2-story little shack, beach shack, surrounded by some nice whatevers. And hopefully I can have something going on, like maybe like I can do out here, I can extend this a little bit and to make like a little port, and I can build a boat of some sort. And then I can do like a little storage area with like barrels and things. The possibilities are endless, I guess. But before I get to any of that, I do want to kind of just cement this in. I like that. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. Oh. Alright. Ooh, I need to find a way to connect the textures, because I don't want that to look like that. I also don't want to listen to the spider either. Oh, there's 2 spiders. And they're attacking me. How rude. Well, I've done all I can do. So I'm going to meddle around with shaders really quick, and then I'll be right back. And that took me all of 3 seconds, I guess. So instead of doing like the typical, what's it called, wall and whatnot, my thought was I would do all glass panes all the way around. And then I did this design before on my bee farm on my hardcore world. It doesn't look terrible. I think I would need to move it over one. Or maybe not, because I also want to do jungle stairs. I like that. Can I make that line up over here? So it would be 1, 2, so it'd be on this one as well. So I could move this over and have that in the middle. I think that would be looking a lot better. So let me just see how that is. And then I can do a slab or a jungle trapdoor here. And I'll do that same thing on the other side. And I think that looks pretty good. Obviously, I'm going to need to change this up a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, but I like how that looks a lot. So I'm going to continue going around with all of this detailing, and then we'll move on to L next step, I guess, which will be something. I don't know. Alright, first step done. And if you come in here, I raised the floor a little bit, and this will just be the like interior decorating, but I'm not going to worry about that right now, especially because it's all open, so I'm not really sure how that's going to look. But I've extended the whatevers a little bit, and my thought was that I would have a slightly bigger platform for like builds and or not builds, storage and whatever. So I'm just gonna not fall off, hopefully. Fill in more slabs around, put the flooring on, and then I'll kind of go from there. But like I said, I'm just freehanding this. I don't like building in creative and then building in survival. And yeah, my builds may suffer from that sometimes, but you know, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make because I am lazy. So now one thing that I wanted to do before kind of designing it, I kind of wanted to fit in everything that is going in here, and then I'll build around it. Because I think that that's a shortcoming that I've done in the past. So I'm going to start moving all this stuff up. One, because it'll save me... I don't want to break that chest yet. That's going to explode. It's going to save me time later, I think, and it should look better if I'm molding the building around what's in it rather than vice versa. I did it. So here's what I ended up doing. So I moved all of the things into the chests, and I labeled them, put them away. Most of the chests are empty, so I can kind of configure it how I want to later. But I'll have my enchant books there. This shouldn't be here. Furnaces. Eventually this will be an automated system, but that will be later down the line. And then I'll have like a brewing area right here. I don't intend on doing too much brewing, but I just wanted to have all my bases covered in my base. But unfortunately, I'm not done. So I've got this, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna do a like some kind of like rounded mud brick slabs all the way up on the top. I think that would look pretty good and it would match. And then I also want to do some kind of decorating, I guess, pizzazzing, for lack of a better word, on these sides. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and start with the roof because I know what I want to do with that, and then I will move on to the rest of it. Okay, I did the roof, and fun fact about me, I hate building roofs, so this is the best I could come up with. It kind of looks like a Spanish style, which is kind of what I was going for, but it'll do the job. It's a roof. I wanted to go onto the sides, so I was going to do something like this. So around all of the pillars here, I wanted to put the bricks here for a little bit of depth. And then I also wanted to do some kind of barrier, I guess, for the windows, just to kind of break up these flat parts of the build. So like here, I'll do the same thing I did over there, and so on and so forth. I also wanted to try and do some like boards, like put signs on the house. I don't know. I think that might look cool. It might look out of place, but I don't know. I'm just trying to figure stuff out right now. Bang! House is done. Finally. Oh. Well, the inside is. The downstairs I still need to do some work on, and because it's all glass on the outside, I honestly don't know what I want to do. So, I'm going to table that, and I did a little mining trip in the meantime to get more resources for future projects. But for now, I think I'm just going to do some supports, because obviously it doesn't make any sense that this is just floating. And then on top of that, I also want to get some glowstone, potentially, and put it in the sand so that I can get rid of these torches. But my thought is, with all these supports, I would do something like this, and then I would do mud bricks, and then there. Just like that. And then this would go up to the top, if I can get up there. Alright, and then get rid of you. And then that would be one of the supports. So I'm going to do this, probably not in this location per se. This was just a marker when I was first building, and I wanted to kind of demonstrate. But obviously I want to put it in the four corners, probably offset it from like 2 blocks in, maybe just the 1 block, we'll see. And then I'll put some scattered around, probably underneath generally where these corners are, so it's like it's actually supporting something. But yeah, I'm gonna play around with it. Okay. Alright, so I did the things, so I'm not floating anymore all over the place. I'm contemplating changing these corner guys into something that looks a bit more like that. I think that looks better and it would feel more structurally safe, I guess. I mean, it's Minecraft, so it doesn't really matter. I'm contemplating it. The other thing I'm contemplating is having like some sort of... Obviously, this won't be the design, but something like this that goes all the way around, so that it looks like there's more support in the build. I don't think I'm going to play around with that right now. That might be a later thing when I kind of build out the rest of the platforms. But it's in the back of my head. I am thinking. I do that sometimes. Ta-da! I don't know if that did it or not, but yeah, this is the outside, and I did a little bit more off camera, specifically just the walkways up and down, and I left it open for future expansion. So like here, I might do a little bit more, and then I want to do kind of a dock over here of some sort. That was the idea with the pillars, and then I created this monstrosity of a thing. But yeah, now I gotta move on to bigger and better things. Well, maybe not bigger and better, but new things at least. Alright, so yeah, while I was doing this, some people came over and I died to a creeper over there, so that's why my levels are back down to nothing. So now I'm going to kind of recoup my levels, make a new pickaxe, and probably some new armor before I really do much more. Just because I don't want to degrade or demote my armor, I guess. So I'm going to do a little mining either in the nether, or I might just go down and try and get more diamonds and resources. Haven't decided yet, but that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I did the things that I said I was going to do. I prepared a little bit just to get some like basic farm stuff going. I'm still working on my food farm, but I went and I got some dripstone for the lava, infinite lava, whatever. So I can smelt all the things that I want, and I built this. This will eventually be like my quote-unquote mine shaft for the village area. And down here I'll start housing all of the more technical things, so I can just build up top and the technical things are hidden. Because personally, I think it looks a little unpolished, I'll say. If it's not... if everything's kind of just strewn about. So, first item on the agenda, I need to make some kind of villager spawner. And I've got 4 villagers here to kind of make that happen. But I want to do it, like I said, underground. So I'm going to go and dig out a little area for all of the technical bit. I'm going to remake the villager spawner, or the breeder, that I had on my my hardcore world. I guess I can do a little bit of more in-depth as well. So first things first, make a single farm plot, 8 by 8, I think it is. 1, 2, 3, yeah, no, 9 by 9. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 by 9. Okay, then once you're done with that, you're gonna put a wall up around here. So I made my room a little too big. So I'm gonna just fill that in really quick. Then make sure it's all lit up. I'm gonna need to add more light because otherwise the crops won't be able to grow. Okay, perfect. So now I'm just gonna do another wall here. This. Ta-da. Okay, so I'm going to start planting the carrots, and then I'll worry about getting the villagers in there. This is what I mean, so like I'm right-clicking right now, and it's not allowing me to do anything, so I'm just going to do this and see if that works. It works. Okay, perfect. So now you got to get the rest of the area ready before you can really do anything. And I'm going to need to expand this wall a little bit, but for now I'm just going to move on to the next step. So you're going to dig 5 blocks down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, I think it's 8 blocks, I don't know, it depends on how the water flow, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this is where they're going to pop up into a different chamber. But for now, I'm just going to leave this like that. Okay, so I was mistaken. I'm kind of doing this based off of, like, my knowledge. So, Instead of 5 low, it should be 4, because this should be a platform for all the beds. Whoops. So the beds will go here, like this. And I'm going to do one that way. And I think this should work. So I'm trying to simulate a village with this, obviously. And I'm going to do this. And I'm going to need one more trapdoor right there before I go any further. But I need to also put my composter down, which I just did. Put my composter down, and then you want to put a slab right here. Just so if any baby villagers, or even the villagers, get in here, they can't jump up and then fall and then start wrecking the crops. Or get stuck, because that's not fun either. Okay, and then when you're done with that, you want to add a trapdoor like this. The way the trapdoors work, mobs think that these trapdoors are a full block, so if there's 2 of them right next to each other, they'll just fall down. But we don't want them getting injured, so put a water block there. And I'm going to light this up. Okay, so while I finish this little area, the dig out area, I'm going to kind of go into the next, or start talking about the next portion. And it's not super important how you do this, but it does matter depending on which way you want the villagers to go. So I want my villagers to be pushed over into this direction more instead of back there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3. So it's going to be kind of like a little lopsided. And I'm going to go like this. Maybe water interacts with glass panes differently, but for now I'm going to do that. To recap, villager gets pushed down here, sits here till he grows up, starts swimming, and then when he starts bobbing like that, we need a way to push him again. So I need to put another water. Right here. Villagers get pushed here, and they sit on this block right there. So I'm going to put a different block. I don't know. That. So the villager sits there. So what you're going to do, you're going to put your dispenser here, facing this redstone block, with 1 powered rail. I'm going to put 2 just because I can. And then a block up, and a block... Oops, I'm sorry. A block up. And a block here. So now you're going to put 1 rail, and 1 rail. And these should connect. So when you press this and you hook up all the redstone from a button here, it's not going to look the prettiest, but it's going to work. I hope. Oops, I'm sorry. Forgot how dispensers work. It needs to be pushed into it, so it needs to go like this, the dust does. So when there's a grown villager here that's ready to go, you are going to push this button, and the minecart's going to come up this way. And then you can feed it into any sort of mechanism or whatever that you need. So I'm going to put my water back. I'm going to do something like this so nobody can get into that area. It's easy, i.e. zombies, because I don't want all the villagers to turn into zombies once they're here. And then the final touch, I need an off switch, because I do not want... don't want this thing to be making villagers all day, every day. That would be way too much lag. So, that's the off switch. Villagers can't see the bed from there. The little guys can, so any remaining will fall in there, but nobody else will. So I'm going to seal this off. And now the only thing I need to do is add my villagers into the system. Okay, they're in there, and it should be working, so I'm going to let that run for a little bit, and I will be back, and hopefully I'll see some villagers right here, and if not, then I'm going to have to troubleshoot. But this, I've been using this design for a while, and hopefully nothing has been patched on it. Next item on my agenda. I don't want to be eating these frickin' potatoes, so I've been... Oh gosh, can I even reach these? I've been trying to get these chickens to lay some eggs for a little bit now. And they look full. Okay. They are full. So, I'm gonna go back into my little cave area thing over there while these guys keep making chickens. And I'm gonna make, or try to make, my auto chicken machine that I did last time. We'll see how it works. Okay, so I kind of did a little bit of work. I don't know how much room I need per se, but it's super simple what I'm about to build, the chicken farm, or the auto chicken whatever. And I want to say that I made this myself, but I'm probably mistaken, and somebody probably has a very similar design, if not the same design. But I'm going to build this going backwards so I know how much room I'm going to need. And it's super simple, and all the items that you're going to need are going to be in this chest. Maybe not the same values, so like I probably won't need this much stone. But I will need two chests. And then I'm going to need hoppers, hopper minecart, and then that, this, and glass. Okay. So I'm going to go here. And I'm going to put this behind the wall. So the only thing you can really see is the chest at the end of this. But then I'm going to need a hopper minecart on top. Right there. And then I want to break that. And the reason I'm putting that there instead of just a normal hopper is because the sometimes the items will break due to the lava before the hopper can collect them. So, actually, I made a mistake. That rail needs to stay there. So it's just a little bit higher. I don't know if that makes a difference, but it makes a difference inside my head. So, then you need a dispenser, which I did not make, so I'll be right back. Take two. So I'm going to take the dispenser, place it here, and I need it to face towards me, like that. So, here, there, and the lava will go. I'm going to replace this with glass so I can see it as I'm building. And then this will be lava right here. And then I'm going to put that right there. So now I can see that. And this is the killing chamber. So now I want to set up the area in which the chickens will lay their eggs. Okay, and that's all it is. I'm gonna cover this up so that the chickens cannot escape. Do this, this. And I ran out of glass, so that's gonna have to be something else. Unfortunate for you guys. Now, I need my comparator. Sticky piston. I don't need the torches, but I do need the dust. So, I'm going to do a comparator coming out like that. So that comparator will sense when there's items in the chest. It will send a signal to the observer, which is facing the wrong way. To the observer. That observer goes here. Oops. Okay, now that I've got my comparator, you want to place it facing away from the repeater. So one single prong out. Redstone dust. That goes to a sticky piston, which will go into a observer, which needs to be facing this way, I believe. And then that will face a observer, which is not facing the right way. So let me just put that in there. That goes there. Now that can go back down. Now I need this to be like that. So, items go into the dispenser, gives off a signal, piston extends, creates a redstone clock, which should turn on the dispenser. So let's test this with this. And it works. Perfect. So now all we need to do is throw the chickens in there. And they will hopefully collect or start making more chickens. Alright. So how it'll work, super simple. I'm gonna do... Actually, I would like to use a stair for that. But chicken will, or dispenser will dispense an egg. It will sit on the slab until it grows up, and then the slab will, or the lava will cook it. It will fall, and it will fall into this chest. That's the idea. Hopefully, these ideas still work. Particularly, I say that because these designs are kind of older, and I haven't been playing Minecraft for a while, so I hope they just work. But, good thing to note here, this design still does work. While we were making the chickens, we got at least one villager, and I see 2 more babies with giant freaking heads down there. So we know that the villager farm is working. They want to go to bed because it's night. They can't reach it. But yeah, so we've made 2 functioning farms, and next episode I'm probably just going to connect this and send the villagers off to wherever they go. I don't intend on doing a whole villager farm. There's other people on the server who are doing that, and it would be silly if I just redid their work. That's not how the economy needs to run, in my opinion. So, with that, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.